I can do that.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hi.
it's NerdWave, and today we have another trailer reaction. This one being the Batman from the recent Fandome, DC Fandome event that just happened this past weekend.
Yeah. So yes, a lot of people have probably already reacted to it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're actually editing our childhood fear kind of video today, so we got together and we just wanted to film this while we're together.
Yes.
So what are you guys expecting from this?
I'm hoping for like a thematically like
Teasing.
that and just like coherent. Like if it's going for a dark tone, I want it to be like going all into that and not kind of having like flip-flopping between comedy and this and all that.
Right.
I want it to be, if we're doing a dark Batman, make it successful and gritty, you
I think
know?
it's supposed to be like a noir kind of thriller
Really,
type
yeah.
thing. Different director this time, Matt Reeves, who did the most recent Planet of the Apes trilogy.
Those movies
Which
are
I
great.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
so-
lot of fun, those ones.
Like
so.
if it could capture the kind of the noir of, say, like Long Halloween. I don't know if you've read that.
I haven't yet. I'm not well versed in the Batman comics, to be honest. I just have watched all of the live action movies and played the Arkham games.
Yeah, and you know what? What I like about this in our discussion after we watched the trailer, it's like we come from different kind of backgrounds in terms of our relation with the Batman kind of mythos, the comics, the games.
Yeah.
So I would say Cal here is pretty much the
He's
most
the Batman dude.
Batman dude. Yeah, he's well into all the books. He's read. He's keeps up with DC. With all their events and comics and everything like that, so he definitely is a wealth of knowledge in terms of Batman.
Just don't put me on the spot. It'll be like,
yeah.
who's Batman?
Wayne Booth.
I'm expecting, I want to hear Robert Pattinson's voice as this, because he didn't really talk in the first trailer.
No, it was more like
not
kind
too
of
much.
just shots of him fighting and.
I want to see the villains a little bit more, and I want to see the Batmobile doing some cool shit.
Yeah, honestly.
What
It's
more
just-
can you ask for from a Batman trailer?
Yeah,
Right?
you said it. I think I'm most excited to see the villains because, you know, Batman's like villains in that repertoire, they're also iconic and also just great. And it's fun to see when filmmakers, or even in the TV shows, even with Gotham, they're different takes and adaptations of some of these iconic villains. So I'm really excited to see what they do
And
with
from
those.
what I've seen, it looks a little different. They look a little different from like,
Traditional, yeah.
you know, like the older ones. Jim Carrey in his Riddler costume was very like it was green with the question marks all
Very
over him,
90s,
and,
yeah.
So I love the thumbnail as well. We're looking at it right now. It's kind of like Batman's silhouette, and the sun is either setting or rising above Gotham. And that's something a little different too, because he always is usually looking over the city at like night or something. So assuming the sun's setting, I don't know. But
It's a really great shot.
Yeah.
It's almost
Well,
like it's part of the landscape sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
about you, but
exactly.
I'm ready to jump into this
Yeah.
trailer.
hell yeah.
Let's jump in.
Police! Hands up! Stay still! Get out of here!
Oh, so it's Riddler. I didn't know that.
I was expecting the Warner Brothers logo to come in the coffee then.
Fear is a tool. But when that blinds the sky, it's not just a call,
I love that.
it's a warning.
Taking bullets.
This is like Arkham Asylum or some shit. Like using his gadgets and
He's
stuff.
got a lot of health left.
Yeah.
Trying to reach you. This is about a game, and Riddler's the match.
I can take care of myself.
Is that Catwoman?
Yeah, I think
If
so.
this continues, it won't be long before you have nothing left.
I didn't know.
Alfred from this.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Oh, cool.
The action looks so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, take it easy, sweetheart.
Oh, wow.
Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
He's
Holy shit! What the fuck?
I'm vengeance.
He's got the max upgrades.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, here's the car. Oh, wow.
Black and blue and dead all over. You dick.
It's gonna come by. Oh, yes. It's a long trip.
Oh,
Holy
jeez. Great shots. What a cool shot.
Yeah.
That's sick. Wow.
March 4th.
Oh, I just want it to be March now.
Wow. And you know what? What I love about that trailer, just to jump right into it, it's like you get the sense it's like he's a vigilante, right? It's
Yeah.
some guy in a costume with just some gadgets on him
Yeah.
and making them work. You
Well, I
know,
wouldn't
right?
just say some gadgets. He's walking in shots.
He's taking shots.
He was going full on Predator mode, like the
Like,
Arkham
that's
games
it.
I
Yeah.
mentioned. Yeah.
Like that shot where they're all shooting him, he's just like straight up just walking
I was
towards
gonna-
him. Like that puts fear in you.
I was gonna mention that shot. It reminded me of the Darth Vader shot in Rogue One.
I love
Yeah,
that.
When he's just
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
slicing up the rebels and just fucking destroying them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that
'Cause,
was
like,
really cool.
This would be a great opportunity to really see kind of like the criminal underbelly being like, oh my god, this guy, like,
It's
you
like-
can shoot him, he ain't going down.
But I also like how like the Penguin and stuff, they're not taking him seriously. They're like, this guy in a costume,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, whatever, we're gonna take it.
But
And
then
then
you-
it
they
provides
realize.
that first glimpse for the villains to be like, oh crap, it's the Batman. You know,
Yeah.
it's this guy who's gonna keep coming at us no
Yeah.
matter what, right?
The only thing that was kind of lacking in the trailer was the sense of what the story is actually going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
To be the devil's advocate on that though, I'm happy with that because we don't know what the movie's gonna be like then.
It could surprise
You
us
know,
when
it can
we
surprise
watch
us
it.
story wise. Like, how many trailers do we watch and we're like, okay, we gotta know
Kinda
where the
spoil
plot's
everything.
gonna go, right? You know, this one, who knows?
This
To be
is where
honest,
I would
it's
say I probably wouldn't want to watch any more trailers.
No, because
After
the,
this
the
point.
next one might be like a,
A bit
story
more,
driven
yeah.
trailer. This one he's just going after villains. It looks like he's
Yep.
Yeah.
beginning as the Batman or he's a younger Batman, and I think he doesn't really know how to control his
Temper.
temper and emotions, which is why he's just like beating down on these thugs and stuff.
And
but-
it's kind of like him and Alfred are just like, you know, this is us. Like,
Yeah.
there's no Batwoman, there's no Dick Grayson or Robin or
Yeah.
anything. It's just them starting out and.
and
Probably
figuring shit
Alfred's just losing years of his life stressing over him, yeah.
and his hair maybe.
Yeah.
That was Andy Serkis.
Yeah, no, it didn't click at first that he was Alfred,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't until later in the trailer.
So-
that-
That's a very interesting choice for Alfred, but I think he would do a great job. I love that guy.
well,
I
you
think
know
he
what?
would
They
try.
they made some really interesting casting choices with this movie, and I'm interested to see how
Yeah.
they make it work. And it looks like it's working, just
It
from
does,
this,
yeah.
you know.
It's really interesting though to see that it's early enough, it seems, in Batman's career, but it's to the point where there is a kind of the relationship between Gordon and the GCPD that
Right,
they have
yeah.
the signal on, so it's not straight out like the cops are out for him, but like I think in the first trailer they had the shot of him going up the staircase and it was cops surrounding him.
Yeah.
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 So like there's some sort of like unspoken agreement that's happened here between Gordon and certain members of the GCPD
Yeah,
at least.
absolutely.
But
And yeah, I wasn't expecting the bat signal, to be honest. I don't know why. Like, obviously, it's gonna be in a Batman movie, but yeah, it
Yeah, it was
looks
cool.
a little different
And-
from.
I think I wanted to just touch upon the Riddler.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be the big baddie of this one. It just looks like that's
Yeah.
the case.
It's almost looking like he's leaving, obviously, like clues and stuff. It might be
Yeah.
like a jigsaw kind of.
Wouldn't that be
character
interesting if they
like-
had kind of a saw angle? I'm not saying the gore or anything like that,
No,
but just
but like-
like where this guy is sadistic and is doing these riddles and puzzles. I really want to see that because we haven't seen that with a Riddler in
No.
a
Well,
TV show where.
heck, even with the Arkham games, you have Riddler do these
Yeah.
elaborate,
Yeah.
He's
puzzle
not as
rooms.
annoying as the Riddler, the Riddler in the Arkham
From
games,
this,
like,
it
you
doesn't
have to do
seem
this
that
riddle,
way.
and
He
it's like
seems more
300
grounded.
of them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
a
seems
little
more
darker,
grounded,
like-
a little darker. I would love
Simple
to,
riddles.
like, I can imagine a climactic fight against Riddler where it's like this kind of like death trap Riddler
Yeah.
game, you know.
Well,
and
I
Batman is put to the test through
Well,
it, maybe.
thematically though, for that is because we're seeing this Batman seems to be very, very rough and tumble. Like it's the most aggressive is at the start. That's when he's like going against like criminals, say like mobsters, like the Penguin and such. With just
I wonder if Falcone will be in
well,
this. Yeah.
possibly, but the thing is, it's just like that relentless, seeking out the criminal element, and then you have someone with like Riddler who is all about his intelligence, right? So you have Batman, he's going to be facing off Penguin. It's like, oh, it's all brute strength,
Brutal.
and then he's going to be faced with a challenge where he
that,
actually has to
think about use his mind.
And you
instead
know
of
what?
just
Everyone knows
force.
Batman as the great detective, right? He's like
Yeah.
an actual detective. He can solve things, right?
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be a movie
Put that
where
to
we
the
see
test.
him develop into that.
yeah,
Develop his.
That's what I would
detective skills,
assume
yeah.
they're going for with that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'd say that's a lot. There's a lot of potential
Really
for this
exciting.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
he
looks a
like he
really
has to
exciting.
work a long time in order to become the greatest detective.
Of course,
so,
yeah.
like, to earn that title.
Yeah,
so
but
this
one
would
of the
be-
best Batman books out there is Mazzucchelli's Year One, right? That one where it's just the first year of him being Batman, right?
Right.
And how it's even the Earth One comics, right? Those ones where it's like a different Batman, where it's this guy, this version of Batman where he doesn't have everything figured out and he's failing, right? So
That's
I'm
cool.
interested to see if they kind of have that
I'll
angle
have to
there.
borrow some of these before the movie comes out. Well, that is
Anyways,
all. We'll see you in the
alrighty.
next one.
Yeah,
Take
thanks
care,
very much
guys.
for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.